Hi, welcome to today's episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up with Vic in the room at the Grand Phoenix. She pours herself a drink while she waits for Nate. Then we see her getting restless and she texts him the room number. While we see Nate is there at the lobby bar having a drink. He is there contemplating Elena and the last conversation they have about him denying a relationship with Vic. And then he remembers the discussions that he and Vic had before their kissing moments. Then we see him throws down the drink in his mouth, and as he's about to approach the elevator, he runs into Nick. We go over to the society bar and we see Adam is there having a drink, and Tucker comes in. He offers Tucker a drink and they discuss him selling McCall. Tucker shades Adam and says that he's the black sheep of the family. So how does he know about McCall being sent? Because neither Victor or Victoria is keeping at loop. Back at society, Nick claims that he came down to catch Vic and asks Nate if he knows where she is. Nate tells him that he doesn't always know where Victoria is, and Nick asks Nate where he's headed to. Nate says that it's personal information and claims that he had an argument with Elena. That's why he's spending the night at the Grand Phoenix. Nate then leaves, enters the elevator, and we see Nick looking back, looking suspicious. Then we go over to Devon's and we see Abby and Devon have dinner at his place, and they discuss that buying McCall is for their son's future. However, Devon questions Tucker's sincerity, and Abby says that she doesn't fully trust Tucker either. Adam shares that he is possibly going to run Tucker's company when it's bought, and Tucker says over his dead body, will he have anything to do with his company? Then we go back to the Grand Phoenix and Nate knocks and Vic opens the door, and Nate tells Vic that he is not there for sex, but he wants to tell her face to face that he doesn't want to screw up his relationship with Elena and his work relationship with Vic. Vic offers him to sit down and talk, but Nate is hesitant and doesn't want to sit. Nate then elaborates and tells her that he doesn't want to ruin their happy work relationship. Nate admits that he has a lot of desire for Victoria, but it will affect their work life in the long run. And Vic tells him that he should go, and Nate leaves. Back at society, Adam tells Tucker Victoria's plan for him, and Tucker says he is not selling to Newman. Nick then interrupts and claims that he only came there for takeout. Adam asks Tucker what will it take to change his mind, and Tucker says Devon means everything to him, so the only person he's selling to is Devon. Back at Devon asks Abby to spend the night, and they resort to kissing and going upstairs. After Tucker leaves, Nick sits and to have a drink with Adam and tells him to give up on McCall because clearly Tucker isn't selling. Adam says that he will ensure that Devon won't accept the offer from Tucker, and Nick warns him that Vic is also against him, Adam, being CEO of McCall. Nick tells Adam that he should go and start his own company. Adam says that he will fight for both because he has 2 kids to benefit from it. Then we see Nate goes to the coffee house and he runs into Audra. Audra apologizes for what she told Elena, and Audra questions if he has seen Victoria since evening. Nate asks why. Then we see Adam goes to the ranch to update Victor. Adam tells Victor he is pretty excited about the idea, and they plan to make sure Devon isn't interested in the company. Victor expresses happiness that Adam is coming around back with the family. Back at the coffee house, Audra tells Nate that he should have a talk with Devon and encourage him to sell to Newman, and Nate thinks that he is no help with talking to Devon. He believes that it will make him and Devon's relationship even worse. Then we see Audra starts to flirt and put hands on Nate's hands, and we see Tucker is there looking at her from a distance. After the conversation, Nate leaves, and then Tucker comes and calls out Audra. Then we see Victor pays Devon a visit and says that he needs to talk. Victor questions if Devon is still not interested in Tucker's company, and Devon tells him that he changed his mind and he wants to buy McCall. Victor walks in the house without Devon inviting him and asks Devon to tell him why. Then we see Nate returns home and he finds Elena up on the couch and he tells her that he wants to meet up. He went to meet up with Victoria to talk business. Elena gets upset about it and about him working with Victoria. Elena says it's the same excuses she made to Devon while she was having and cheating with Nate on Devon. Elena expressed that she thinks that Victoria is ruthless and she'll do anything to get what she wants. Back at the coffee house, Tucker says Audra's quest for Nate for Noah was boring and it wasn't getting anywhere, so now she is after Nate. Audra says that Nate is quite a catch and she isn't the only one in the race for him. Elena isn't the competition. She is worried about Victoria. Tucker calls it a messy affair. He then asks Audra how she will survive the race if she steals the man her boss wants. Back at the Vaughns, he tells Victor that McCall will be his safety net for him in case he loses the lawsuit. And Victor asks how can he help? How can he convince Devon not to buy? Victor then says Devon is an entrepreneur. He should fight to death for his company. He shouldn't give up. Devon says that if he can convince Jill and Lily to give him back his company, then he will back out of the deal. Victor says that he will look into it. Then Abby walks downstairs half naked and asks what is Victor doing there. Victor then thanks Devon for clarity and leaves. Abby says she didn't want her dad to find out about their relationship like this. And Devon was like, relationship? Abby was like, whatever that's going on. And then Devon expressed how much she loves Abby. Back at Nate's, Elena calls Nate defensive, and Nate says that he can't win with Elena. Elena says her instincts are driving her crazy, and Elena continues to pick at everything that Nate does. Nate has had enough, but Nate vows that he will stay committed to her. We see Vic is at the hotel daydreaming about how things would have went between her and Nate in bed. Thanks for watching. Bye.